All right, I'm a man of my word. I said I was going to do this when the light comes out a little later in the year. So, oh, finger blocking there. Where are we at here? Okay. Oh, I see what's happening. I'm an idiot. For those of you who don't live in the north and have not seen this before, but if you know me, you've seen it a million times because I've been here for 15 years and it blows my mind every year. But this. It is currently 10:38 p.m. I could have put it in military time to prove it. It's not 10:38 in the morning. You can tell it's an evening look. And it's May the 28th. So it's not even the longest day of the year yet. This is what I love about up here in the north. How light it is out this late. It's really cool. So anyway, just doing a little stroll around the old homestead here. Hey, it's my place. And yeah, just want to show you guys what it's like and how late you can go out and enjoy a stroll, because I don't think those bears have been visiting wants to come out during the light anyway. And if I see them, you guys will see them better when I show them on camera and not safely turn around and walk away. All right. Okay, so I made the promise to you guys a few videos back that when the weather got better, the ground dried up, I was going to hike Misery Mountain. And, sorry, just let me close the glass here to my new Ford Bronco Sport. That's right. Later on in this video, I'll give you a little tour of that thing. It's definitely made for adventures and whatnot. So that's fun. But here's Misery Mountain. It's the back part to our ski hill here in Peace River. And here's a little map of the whole thing. I'm not going to be walking the whole thing. I'm just going to, I don't know where I'm at. Where's the You Are Here thing? Is this where I am here? No. Oh, we're here. Yeah, I think so. And so I'm just going to walk up to the top and then back down again. And then when we get to the top, I'll show you the crazy way that you can come up the other way. And it's pretty steep. And then there's some ways down too, fun ways down. But journey along with me. We walk up Misery Mountain, Peace River, Alberta. We'll hike. Okay, so right off the hop, we got a hill. Hence Misery Mountain and hence hike. So the way down will be fun. One of the big reasons I was excited to go hiking today was my new boots. Adidas Terex Free Hiker 2.0. Nice shoes. So far, they're comfortable. Good ankle support. A little tough to get on. You got a bigger foot, wider ankles, but once you get into them, they're very light. And the cloud foam is nice for hiking. So I'm just new boot goofing.
Genuine ostrich. 3 payments. Oh! Wait, what? I'm just goofing. New boot goofing. Oh!
3 payments. New boot goofing. Okay, so the first hill has been kind of gradual. But now we're up to, the camera thing's in the way. Anyway. Now we're up to Steep City, number 1. This is a shorter one. It's one of the probably the same level of steepness, but longer up here further. Not too long after, so let's get steep with me. Steep T, Steep Sean. No, that didn't work. I'll try and talk, but I'm also trying to live. Catching my breath here. That wasn't so bad. Just a bit at the top. I am feeling good. So I'm ready for Misery every day. All my friends want to join. There we are at the top. Like they were supposed to today. Well, all of a sudden, headaches and flus and White Lotus watching with his wife ruined all that for me. I think Matt, if you're watching, you wanted to watch White Lotus, and you're using your wife as a scapegoat. And as you know, bears, the sign at the beginning, so this is bear country, and it is, but as you know from previous videos, bears could get me in my own trailer park, so I should get bear spray. I should buy bear spray. Anyway, I had a little bit of a flat stretch, only just in time. This is the steepest one, I think. Might be one more, but at the same level, but this is the longer, steeper one. Now, in the fall in September, we do a miserable miles race. So obstacle course race. This hill is obviously utilized. Not this one, but the next, well, I think it's this one. We have to carry a couple of 10-gallon buckets of sand, starting here, up, and then come down around again, drop the sand off, and go to the top again. So it's a fun little race, but let's get this one together. Probably just be some music playing here. But I'm feeling good. Boots are feeling good. Nice traction. Lots of traction. I wore my other Adidas, angled. I wore my other Adidas Terex out. I've worn them so much, but I don't think they're necessarily made for pavement walking, and I've been wearing them since January. And then once the snow melted, it's been just straight pavement, so got them worn down pretty good already. 10,000 steps a day, that'll do it. So these ones I'll save for trips like this, so I can keep them nice. And the cool thing about my Bronco, which is down there, can't see it, it's built for adventure, like I said. So there's little hooks in the back. So I tie my shoes up, hang them on the hook. I'll throw my metal detector in there, do some metal detecting this summer, and get some free time. And it'll be lots of fun. Okay, a little bit of a flat before that. You can't see where we at. There's that, and then this little fun little trek, which is another gradual, but it's up there. That gets me to maybe a quarter of the way, top of the ski hill where the chairlifts are. And we'll get to that. That's halfway. Sometimes when I walked here like 5 years ago, I think it was the last time I did this hike, I would stop and turn around, come back at the chairlift. Depends on how much time I had that day. But today I'm gonna go to the very end of the hill before you go down. Okay. Another steep one. So here we are at the top of that gradual one. And this is telling me to up yours, pal, or go further. Thanks for the support. Real solid post in this community. But here's the quarterway. There's Saddleback, Peace River, and there's Shasbury Snow. I forget what the name of that little subdivision is down there off the top of my head. And then the river, this side, south end, or north end. I'm all turned around. Anyway, beautiful views up here, as you would imagine. And it's again the back part of our ski hill, which is just up right there, which we're headed there anyway. And there's another steep steady. I'm calling it a steep steady incline right here. We'll walk up that one, get to the top, And then we're just a little ways from the top of the ski hill. And then we'll go from there. Westbrook Estates, I'm pretty sure that's over there. Try to get all fancy, city-like names. Saddleback, Westbrook, Shaftesbury, Cheviot Heights. It's a trailer park. Okay, that'll do it for the more steeper parts. This one was gradual at the end. My thighs they were killing me. So definitely a good my quads, not my thighs. Definitely a good push at the end. Now it's a couple little hills, but it's pretty gradual because we're pretty much at the top. And then it goes a little further to the far end of the top. So it'll be a bit of a nicer for my muscles on this little stroll. The way back down, see how these ankle parts of these boots hold up. They got benches here, but we don't need no bench. This is my first time, again, doing this in a long time. I didn't know how it was gonna go, but I'm feeling pretty good, actually. So I'm happy with that outcome. I'll be doing this lickety split the next few trips. Doesn't take long to get back into it. It's the first time, so feeling good. Happy to be back. I do love a good hike, and I'm hoping to open my horizons, try different ones. I mean, currently reside in Alberta, and there's some pretty nice hikes here, so looking forward to going home to Newfoundland, getting in some hikes there finally, because I never took advantage of those when I was younger. So there's a few I want to go back, so maybe that'll be a summer trip, get back home and do a hiking trip, and we'll see how it goes. All right, fork in the road.
Turn left if you come to a fork in the road.
Yes, sir. Turn left at the fork in the road. Turn left.
I don't believe that.
There's many different routes to go. I could go up here towards the ski hill, down here, down around. I'm just gonna keep on the straight and narrow for now. But gives you different options, and when you do run the race, they definitely go that way, or they did when I did it. So I think there's a little bit down to the trees there, so it's more obstacle-y, probably. Obstacle-y? Sounds like a old philosophizer. Obstacle-y. Anyway, if you go this way, that's the top of the ski hill I was talking about. So there's the ski lift and the tower. And there's the little, probably see the little things you sit on. Feels like a thong, and then you get dropped off and you ski down. So one day I'll get to the top of the ski hill and I will show you what it looks like from that angle, the old POV from that side. But in the meantime, now we're going down a little steepness. This is usually on the way back. This is the really the steepest it gets. So it's exciting to know a lot of decline on the way back. Decline, but not my health. Not my health. Stay tuned for the end of this one, because we got a very exciting health update that or is it exciting? All right, there's gonna be an exciting good news one, but I kind of let the cat out of the bag there. But I'm not gonna tell you what it is. You gotta finish watching this video, or at least fast forward to the end. But if you fast forward to the end, you'll miss out on the rare blue Siamese camel cat that will be here. Lives here in the woods, and I already did. I just didn't add it yet. I got a good glimpse of it once in a lifetime. So I'm not gonna tell you what part of the video it's in, So you shouldn't fast forward because it's like a 2-second clip, so you'll miss it if you fast forward. I'm gonna stop talking now. Finish this hike. And here we are at the top. There's the fields, the river, the view of this beautiful town. Now, over here too, some stuff for the race. Probably the hardest part of the whole race, trying to balance on those bad boys when you're 6'2.5" and 400 plus pounds. Anyway, this is the other one I was telling you about. That one's steep. That was like down at the end there, or the beginning, sorry. I literally had to get on my hands, like kind of walk on my hands at one point. But it's beautiful up here, like I said. It's hard to beat those views, the mighty peace. And then one day soon, we will do this one together. Okay, and I'll show you the steepness, and you'll see this. Oh, I'm walking on my hands. But yeah, there we are, folks. Make the trek back and see how long it takes us. Okay, at the halfway mark on the way down. Feeling good, making good time. There's a nice, beautiful kind of wooded trail here. I thought I heard like a when I walked by. I was like, oh, I looked in the trees, but it must have been I must have kicked a rock or something. Definitely had that like deep sound. I'm like, oh, Mr. Bear there, cougar maybe? Could use a cougar. Anyway, I'll get to you when we get to the steep hills. I went down to like a bit of a steep one, and the ankles are holding up nice on the Terex free hikers. I don't know what makes the hikers free, but I'm feeling free because I have Jesus. Freedom reigns in this place. Okay, the downward steep. Let's see how the ankles on these new boot goofing, hold up as we go down, which is, I don't know, is it the steepest? I think maybe, I don't think it's the most steep because, see how I corrected my grammar there? Because my legs burned at the end, but I think it's because it was so long and windy. Long and windy roads lead to tomorrow's yesteryear. Anyway, let's see here. Walking. Is it a cross shot? Probably not. Hopefully not. Okay. Yeah, not bad. Pressing in on my ankle a little on this far side, but that's expected. But I still got the support. I'm not sponsored by Adidas Terex Free Hiker 2.0, but Adidas, if you want to sponsor me for giving a nice review on your Adidas Terex 2.0 Free Hiker 2.0, and go ahead. And if you're watching this short clip, so I'm gonna preview. I'm gonna have this as a short. If you're big and tall with large feet, size 14. 475 pounds, 6'2" and a bit. I'm wearing the Adidas Terex Free Hiker 2.0. Thumbs up. Great shoe, feeling good, support it, comfortable. Once you get them on, lots of room in the toe box. A little bit tight getting on, but that's, again, to be expected. But yeah, that's just a quick review on the Adidas Terex 2.0 Free Hiker, and I've said it enough that hopefully Adidas catches that and sends me like, I don't know, a free extra pair. Actually, Adidas, if you see this, send me the just the Adidas Terex, the low ones, because I wore out the ones I already had. Still like them, but I gave them a pretty good run for their money. Both shoes are weatherproof, so yeah, feeling pretty good. That was a good hike down, and we'll see you at the bottom of the hill, folks. Okay, so back in the Bronx, is that what I call this? And there's a sign over there, and I looked up the distance of the route I walked, and I think what I walked was the ridge line, and of course that's the only one that's not marked off for kilometers. The Miserable Miles one is 5.5, but I didn't go the whole way. The Miserable Miles starts at the bottom of the ski and comes up around. There's another back country one that goes down through the trees and around. That one's 4 point something, the roundabout, which is pretty similar to what I did, because mine starts before that one. Then I came back and turned back around. So I'm going to say 3.5 to 4K probably walk. Let's check the steps. Oh, not as much as I thought. I had a few steps in today, but not a lot because I was out of town driving. Sorry for my arm. So 8,996. I like to get 10,000 steps in my days off. My work days, I get about between 6 and 7. Those are my rest days. But this is a different situation. The other day too, I did a half hour on the bike, but I still got 10,000 steps in, although my legs moving on the bike is what helped count those. But I walked, up. I did a hike, so it's a little different. And really, I need 1,000 steps. By the time I get in and get through some Walmart thing, I might crack 10,000 by the end of the day here. So I would say that was probably about 6.5, maybe 1,000 steps. I don't think I had 2,000 in at that point. I might have, but feels good to be at the bottom. Back now. Let's get home and get ready for another work week. And thanks for joining me on that hike, folks. That was fun. We'll see you around. So if you're going for a walk, why not take your dog for a stroll? Okay, so it's not my dog. I picked up a dog from the local SPCA. Those dogs need some walking, so it's a fun idea if you're out for a stroll. Stop by your local dog shelter, whether it be SPCA, I don't know, some random spot like, I don't know, Cinta Dog Rescue or some other rescue. Pick up your dog, sorry, I heard a honk. I thought someone was honking at me. Take it for a walk. This is Shasta. A little girl, cute little girl. Never been in this part of town before. It's just kind of some trails behind Saddleback, behind my brother's place, actually. Not too far. He lives like up over the hill. But listen to the nature. See, this is why summer's the best. Birds are chirping. Shasta's having a walk. You camera shy? No? Okay. And we're just enjoying our time. Keep an eye out for bears, because I think there was one around here too. So I really keep forgetting to buy bear spray. But Shasta will protect me, right? Stop eating grass. Get out of here. Okay, so I'm here at Misery for another hike today. And I went to invest in some bear spray, but they must know, or they obviously know, that it saves lives. Like, it's a life-saving thing, because $65 for a can of bear spray. Anyway, I was almost gonna buy it, but while I was there chatting, and the salesman was about to send it to me, my friend David Bentley, D-Bents, shout out. He's like, you know what? I got some at home. I'll hook you up. So I don't have it right now. I'll be getting it from him from another time. But what a great guy. Good guy. Hooked me up. Him and his son Anderson was there. Best friends with Nate, my nephew. So they're a couple of cool cats. So anyway, I didn't get bear spray today for my walk. However, I did play it safe, and I have a air horn. So I'll take that up there with me, and if a bear comes by, I'll horn in on its chances to destroy me. Anyway, that's gonna be it for the hike today. So thanks, David, for my future bear spray, and not thank you to the manufacturers who are costing it too much money for someone to save their own life. Anyway, I'm gonna go for my hike. Okay, so just coming down from another hike here at Pat's Creek. That'll be another episode of Pat's Creek Hike. Really great hike here locally. Sorry it's windy. Hopefully you can hear me, but there's Pat's Creek. We'll talk about that later. But I said I was going to show off my my new whip, my new Bronco Sport 2025 in the desert sand. So here it is. I'll give you a quick roundabout review of it. I don't know if we want to call it a review, but anyway, it's built perfectly for adventures, like I said. So I was a little nervous about me fitting in it because it is smaller than what my truck was. But here it is, and I actually fitted it pretty nicely. I'm going to do a big guy car review one day too. It's just a little windy today, so I don't want to do it today. But yeah, a little quick little look inside. There's the back. I got some stuff stored in it right now. It's really nice rig, and I'm glad that, you know, I think before I started my weight loss journey about a year ago, there's no way I was going to get something like this because I probably wouldn't have fit, because I even have trouble fitting in my truck. I even broke the side door panel on my truck because they kept pushing up against my hip. But this one, I have just as much or maybe more. Although I got my truck recently, and it looks like the more I lose weight, the more space I got in there as well. But I'll show you something kind of neat here in just a bit. And here's the back, so I'll keep my bags and my adventure stuff. I'm gonna do some camping. So there's a little fan there. Someday I put my air horn there. This is for cleaning at home later. And a little table, cool little table thing to pull out so I can like go out on adventures and camp out of this thing. Which I also have a mattress spot and some stuff for camping to hang on the seat, make a little table. So anyway, stand by and I'll show you something I really like about this thing. When I come down from a hike, excuse me, and I don't want to change into my hiking boots, as comfortable as they are, I kind of want to keep them in the Bronco at all times, because you never know when a nice hike can break out. The Bronco has a nice carabiner hooks here. I just hook my shoe in there. If I can set this up nicely. Probably not, but this broom. Broom might help me out here. If that works. Back of the shoe, pop it in, and it hooks down and just stays there and doesn't fly all over the place. And I'll do the same on this side. So anyway, that's a fun feature amongst many. They tell you not to drink and drive. They'll give you a bottle opener, but that's when you stop and camping. Anyway, I'll see you in just a bit with the exciting news to end this scrutiny. So, started this journey, one, from mostly and mainly for my health, and that's where this idea comes from. Looking good is a nice part of it. So, and a lot of people, I mean, they told me I looked good before too, but I think they're just being, now they're serious because I look good. But for real. I found out I had diabetes, which was no surprise at all. I'm sure I've had it a long time before I even started. And January 26th is when I found out. I think it was January 28th. I made a decision to, basically 26th, I made a decision to, Broom is just there. Made a decision to make the changes and get my life back in order. I had lost weight before. It felt great. And right now, I've been telling a lot of people, I'm at the top of my game mentally and physically. Like, I know I'm still a big guy. I still got a long ways to go, but physically I feel great. Like, I just did, let's see, over an hour hike, almost 10K steps for today. And I hardly did anything before today outside of church, and didn't do a lot of stepping to church today. No Jericho marches, but, let's get back to it because it's getting hot here. This is the end of this week's or this episode. My A1C. If you don't know what A1C is, it's your levels that they measure, and they go by 3 months, and it tells you if you have diabetes or not. Basically, that measures your glucose levels. And it's supposed to be between, I think, 5 and 7. I think 7's even risky. I think it might be pre at 7, but 5 and 6 is kind of where you want it at. 5.5, I think, is the perfect ratio number. Don't quote me on that. I had to double check on that. Usually I did Google or I ask my healthcare friends. Anyway, mine was at 11.6%, I believe. I don't know if I had the actual number here to show you. 11.6%. Basically, my diabetes had diabetes. That's high. That's the doctor was like, yeah, he's like, that's like, I forget the word he used, but it was he was basically way too high, extremely high or something like that. And we talked about maybe Ozempic, but I don't like needles and I don't want to do needles. And so we tried metformin, which is most people know is a common drug, and so we've done that, and of course I overhauled my diet. I started losing weight, and I went and got some more blood work done just a couple weeks ago. So like 4.5, I think 5 months after the official, diabetes diagnosis, and my A1C is at 5.1. I am back to normal range A1C. I'm still going to be taking meds for now. I talked to a pharmacist. I've talked to the right people. We're still going to do this. It's still helping. But the pharmacist was like, you must have changed your diet. I'm like, oh yeah, I completely overhauled my diet. And he's like, yeah, the metformin wouldn't just only do that. So he was pretty impressed, and it's cool to see that when you talk to people and see people. And so I'm pretty happy with that result. That was my big aim when I first started. Does that mean I'm going to slow down and stop? Not at all. You'll see me eat like a candy here on some of my snack scrutinies and stuff like that, but I'm still like completely in charge of this and completely taking over my sugars and whatnot. So very excited, very happy with how this is going. Again, thank you so much for all your support that I get. And that's it for Shine P's Shrink Scrutiny for this week. Next episode, or this episode, I don't do them weekly. The next episode, I'll probably have another weigh in. The weight is like kind of plateauing as I go to the gym more. I got to figure out my smart scale and see if, the fat versus the muscle weight all kind of works out. So I will keep you posted. Sorry, there's someone stopping there. I thought he wanted to talk to me. New York license plate. You're a long way from home, buddy. It says forget about it. That's now my new favorite person. Shiny P Shrink Scrutiny. We'll keep you updated on how's it going, but I'm feeling good and hot, so I'm going to get my AC on and go to the gym.